Why do 100% of Rebecca Coriam's friends and family believe her disappearance was no accident? This question has haunted them since the day she vanished. Rebecca was a vibrant young woman with a zest for life, and her sudden disappearance left a void that has never been filled. Her family and friends have tirelessly sought answers, but the mystery remains as perplexing as ever. In 2009, Rebecca Coriam, a young British backpacker, joined the Disney Wonder, a cruise ship sailing the Mexican Riviera. She was excited about the opportunity to travel and work on a cruise ship, combining her love for adventure with a job that allowed her to see the world. The Disney Wonder, known for its magical experiences and family-friendly environment, seemed like the perfect place for Rebecca to thrive. Known for her adventurous spirit, she was a perfect fit for the lively crew. Rebecca had always been a free spirit, someone who loved exploring new places and meeting new people. Her colleagues on the Disney Wonder quickly grew fond of her, appreciating her enthusiasm and positive energy. She was often seen hiking during port stops, exploring the local culture and making friends wherever she went. But 6 months into her contract, something unexplainable happened. The night of March 21st, 2011 started like any other, but it would end in a way that no one could have predicted. Rebecca was last seen on the ship's CCTV footage, and what happened next has been the subject of much speculation and investigation. One evening, CCTV captured Rebecca on the phone, visibly upset in the crew lounge. She appeared to be having a heated conversation, and her distress was evident. This footage would later become a crucial piece of evidence in the investigation into her disappearance. After hanging up, she walked out of frame, looking distressed. This was the last time anyone saw her. The next morning, when Rebecca didn't show up for her shift, her colleagues knew something was wrong. She was always punctual and responsible, and her absence was immediately noticed. That was the last time anyone saw her. The ship's crew and passengers were alerted, and a search was initiated. The vastness of the ocean and the complexity of the ship made the search challenging, but everyone hoped to find Rebecca safe and sound. The next morning, Rebecca didn't show up for her shift. Her colleagues were immediately concerned. They checked her room, hoping to find her there, but it was empty. Her bed was made, and her belongings were neatly arranged, as if she had simply stepped out for a moment. A frantic search began, but there was no trace of her. The crew scoured every inch of the ship, from the engine room to the highest deck, but Rebecca was nowhere to be found. The passengers were also asked to keep an eye out for her, but no one had seen her since the previous night. Her room was untouched, belongings neatly in place. This only added to the mystery. If Rebecca had left voluntarily, why hadn't she taken any of her things? Her passport, wallet, and other personal items were all still in her room, untouched. The only clue, a worn pair of flip-flops near the pool. Were they even hers? The flip-flops were found near the edge of the pool, but there was no way to confirm if they belonged to Rebecca. Some of her friends said they looked like hers, but others weren't so sure. This small clue only deepened the mystery. Disney claimed she was swept overboard by a rogue wave. This explanation seemed plausible at first, given the rough seas that night. However, as more details emerged, it became clear that this theory had significant flaws. But the ship's high railings made this unlikely. The railings on the Disney Wonder were designed to prevent accidents, and it would have been difficult for Rebecca to be swept overboard without climbing over them. This raised questions about the true nature of her disappearance. Friends and family were suspicious. They knew Rebecca well and couldn't believe she would have fallen overboard accidentally. They began to suspect that something more sinister had happened, and they demanded a thorough investigation. Why hadn't Disney called the FBI sooner? This was one of the many questions that Rebecca's family had. The delay in involving law enforcement only fueled their suspicions. They felt that crucial time had been lost, and with it, the chance to find Rebecca alive. Why were certain CCTV tapes and areas of the ship suddenly off limits? The investigation was further complicated by the fact that some CCTV footage was missing and certain areas of the ship were declared off limits. This lack of transparency made it difficult for investigators to piece together what had happened. The strangest part? Months later, Rebecca's parents got an email alert. The email indicated that someone had accessed Rebecca's bank account. This was shocking because it suggested that someone might have been using her identity. Someone accessed her bank account from thousands of miles away. This raised even more questions. Who had accessed the account and why? Was it Rebecca herself or someone else? The bank was unable to provide any answers, and the mystery deepened. Her case remains unsolved, wrapped in secrecy. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, no one has been able to determine what really happened to Rebecca. Her family continues to search for answers, but the truth remains elusive. What really happened to Rebecca Coriam? The mystery continues. As the years go by, the questions surrounding her disappearance only grow. Was it an accident, foul play, or something else entirely? Until the truth is uncovered, Rebecca's story will remain one of the most haunting, unsolved mysteries of the sea. Rebecca's family has held numerous vigils in her memory, hoping to keep her story alive and to find closure. They have never given up hope that one day they will learn the truth about what happened to their beloved daughter. Friends and family remember Rebecca as a kind, adventurous, and loving person. They share stories of her infectious laughter, her love for travel, and her unwavering kindness. These memories are a testament to the impact she had on those who knew her. The media has also played a significant role in keeping Rebecca's story in the public eye. News reports and documentaries have highlighted the many unanswered questions and the ongoing search for answers. The public's interest in the case has helped to keep the pressure on authorities to continue investigating. Experts have weighed in on the case, offering various theories about what might have happened. Some believe that Rebecca was the victim of foul play, while others think it was a tragic accident. The lack of concrete evidence has made it difficult to reach a definitive conclusion. Rebecca's parents have met with investigators numerous times, seeking updates and pushing for answers. They have hired private investigators and worked with law enforcement agencies in multiple countries, but the case remains unsolved. Memorials and tributes have been held in Rebecca's honor, both on land and at sea. These events serve as a reminder of the young woman who touched so many lives and the mystery that still surrounds her disappearance. In the wake of Rebecca's disappearance, her family has become advocates for better safety measures on cruise ships. They have campaigned for changes in how missing persons cases are handled at sea and have worked to raise public awareness about the potential dangers of cruise travel. The case has also highlighted the complexities of investigating crimes that occur in international waters. Maritime laws and jurisdictional issues can make it difficult to conduct thorough investigations and hold those responsible accountable. Rebecca's family has visited the Disney Wonder several times, hoping to find some sense of closure. These visits are emotional, as they walk the same decks where Rebecca once worked and try to piece together the events of that fateful night. They have also spoken at public events, sharing their story and advocating for justice. Their resilience and determination have inspired many, and their efforts have brought attention to the need for better protections for cruise ship employees and passengers. As they look at photos and mementos of Rebecca, her family holds on to hope that one day they will find the answers they seek. Until then, they continue to honor her memory and fight for the truth. The ocean, vast and mysterious, holds many secrets. Rebecca's disappearance is one of them. As the sun sets over the horizon, the search for answers continues and the hope for closure remains. If you have any information about Rebecca Coriam's disappearance, please contact the authorities. Her family deserves answers, and any tip, no matter how small, could help solve this enduring mystery.